Did you notice the quiet yet striking transformation of Barron Trump over the years? From formal suits to a style that feels fresh and personal, his evolution is something that stops you in your tracks. But here's the twist: Barron's wardrobe isn't just about clothes. It's a glimpse into his story, a reflection of how he's grown and who he's becoming. And by the end of this video, you'll see how his unique style choices may have redefined a legacy. But here's what makes this truly captivating. Barron, the youngest member of a family constantly in the spotlight, manages to stand out in a way that feels completely his own. What's behind this transformation? And what might his choices tell us about his future? Keep watching, because as we go deeper, you'll uncover a surprising detail that most people have completely missed about his style today. This video isn't just about fashion, it's about what personal style says about someone's identity, growth, and even influence. And for those of you who stay till the end, there's a rewarding twist. We'll reveal an intriguing connection between Barron's style and a key trend shaping today's youth culture. It's a connection that might even shift how you think about your own style choices. So let's begin by looking at where it all started, Barron's early years and the classic look that set the stage for the evolution to come. Barron Trump's earliest public appearances painted a picture of tradition and sophistication. He was often seen wearing tailored suits, crisp ties, and polished shoes, outfits that seemed to align perfectly with his family's formal and high-profile image. But here's the intriguing part: this wasn't just about dressing up for the cameras. At such a young age, Barron's style choices reflected the weight of being part of a family that thrives in the public eye. Think about it. How often do you see a child dressed like that? For Barron, these outfits weren't just clothes. They were a statement, a signal of expectations placed upon him, even as a young boy. The clean cuts, muted colors, and classic designs gave him a polished presence far beyond his years. Yet, hidden within this polished look was the beginning of his personal evolution. As he transitioned from childhood to his preteen years, subtle changes in his wardrobe began to appear. While the suits and formal wear remained, you could spot moments of softness, relaxed fits, simpler patterns, and even hints of casual elements creeping in. These small changes whispered a story of a boy beginning to step away from his family's shadow and into his own. Here's the fascinating twist: every suit, every outfit, and every detail of Barron's early style wasn't just about the Trump name. It was a visual representation of someone quietly learning to balance tradition with individuality. And that balance would soon shift dramatically in his teenage years, when Barron's style would take a bold turn that surprised everyone. Stay tuned, because in the next section we'll uncover the moment when Barron decided to redefine himself, leaving behind the formalities of his childhood and stepping confidently into a style that truly felt like his own. What sparked this shift? And what does it say about his growth? Let's find out next. Something unexpected happened as Barron Trump entered his teenage years. The polished suits and formal ties started to fade, replaced by something entirely different, a style that felt young, effortless, and personal. He began embracing casual wear that was in tune with his generation: graphic tees, sneakers, and relaxed silhouettes. It wasn't just a wardrobe change, it was a quiet but powerful statement. This shift reflected something deeper. As Barron grew older, he started carving out an identity of his own, apart from the expectations tied to his family name. His style mirrored the energy and interests of today's youth, a generation that values comfort, creativity, and authenticity. You could see it in his choice of sneakers, which hinted at a love for modern trends, or in the way he paired laid-back pieces with confidence. But here's what makes this so fascinating: this transformation didn't feel forced. It felt natural, as though Barron was navigating adolescence with the same challenges and self-discovery we all face at that age. While his early years emphasized tradition, his teenage style was a sign of someone exploring who they are, finding inspiration in pop culture, and prioritizing individuality over formality. There's a subtle power in the way Barron adopted this new style. It was never about flashy or loud statements. Instead, his wardrobe choices struck a balance between casual coolness and understated elegance. This approach not only resonated with his age group but also made a lasting impression on anyone paying attention. But here's the burning question: how far could he take this newfound sense of self-expression? And what happens when a young man with such a high-profile background enters a stage of life where individuality matters more than ever? In the next section, we'll see how Barron's time in college transformed his fashion into something even more meaningful: a blend of comfort, practicality, and self-assured style that's impossible to ignore. Ready to dive into Barron's collegiate style and the surprising influences shaping this next phase of his life? Let me know. As Barron Trump stepped into college life, his style entered yet another fascinating phase. The crisp lines of his childhood and the casual streetwear of his teenage years evolved into something even more practical yet refined. In this stage, his wardrobe reflected the influence of campus culture, a mix of laid-back comfort and quiet sophistication. You'd often see Barron in layered outfits, combining hoodies, jackets, and sneakers with a sense of ease. Athletic-inspired pieces, like joggers or sporty footwear, became staples in his wardrobe, blending seamlessly with the demands of a busy student life. But what makes this phase intriguing is how these choices reflected both the influence of his surroundings and a deeper sense of self-assurance. Here's where it gets interesting. College isn't just a place to study, it's a space where people experiment with who they are. And for Barron, this phase was no different. His style choices hinted at a young man adapting to the culture around him while still holding on to his personal flair. Even in the most casual pieces, there was a sense of thoughtfulness, a color palette of neutrals and clean lines that carried a hint of the classic elegance from his earlier years. What's truly remarkable is how Barron's fashion during this time reflected a universal truth, that college is where people often feel freer to express themselves. His wardrobe wasn't about standing out or blending in, it was about finding balance. From comfortable layering to effortless combinations, his outfits showed a mix of adaptability and individuality. But here's the lingering question. How much of this style is shaped by his experiences in college, and how much is influenced by the public eye still watching him? As Barron continues to grow, his fashion is a reminder of the fine line between fitting in and standing out. In the next section, we'll look at how Barron's style has become his signature, a blend of classic and contemporary that's both approachable and sophisticated. And there's one final, unexpected element to his wardrobe that might just redefine how people see him. Stay tuned for the reveal. Let me know when you're ready. Barron Trump's current style is the perfect blend of timeless elegance and modern trends. His fashion has evolved into something uniquely his own, striking a balance between sophistication and youthful energy. Clean lines, neutral colors, and timeless wardrobe staples define his signature look, but there's always a subtle nod to contemporary influences that keep him relatable and fresh. Think of the way he pairs classic pieces, like tailored blazers, with sneakers or casual trousers. It's a style that doesn't try too hard, but still makes an impact. Barron's choices show an understanding of what works for him. He doesn't follow every trend, but when he does, it's with a touch of refinement. This mix has created an image that's both aspirational and grounded. But there's something deeper going on here. His fashion choices seem to convey a quiet confidence, as if to say he's comfortable in his own skin. He doesn't need to shout to make a statement. This understated approach has made him stand out in a world where boldness often overshadows subtlety. It's a rare quality, and one that many people admire. Even more interesting is how Barron's style influences perceptions of the Trump family. While his parents often dominate headlines, Barron's fashion choices tell a different story. They project a sense of individuality and modernity, offering a fresh perspective on what the Trump name represents to younger generations. Here's the ultimate question, though. How will his style evolve as he steps further into adulthood? Will he embrace boldness or stay true to the understated elegance that's become his hallmark? In the final part of this video, we'll explore the possibilities for Barron's future style and how it could shape public perception in unexpected ways. And here's your reward for staying till the end. A surprising insight into how Barron's signature blend of classic and contemporary mirrors one of the biggest shifts in youth culture today. It's not just about clothes, it's about redefining tradition while staying true to yourself. Let's wrap up with what lies ahead for Barron and the lessons his evolution can teach us all. Ready for the final section? Let me know. As Barron Trump steps closer to adulthood, his style feels like it's just scratching the surface of its potential. Each phase of his wardrobe, from the tailored looks of his childhood to his relaxed, collegiate vibe, has been a chapter in a larger story of personal growth. But the most exciting part is what comes next. Barron stands at a crossroads where self-expression and individuality take center stage. In the years to come, his fashion choices may be shaped by his career aspirations, personal experiences, and even the influences of the ever-changing cultural landscape. Will he continue to blend timeless classics with modern trends? Or will he take a completely unexpected direction, embracing bold, statement-making pieces that redefine his public image? One thing is clear, Barron's style will always reflect who he is at his core, someone navigating the unique balance of being in the spotlight while staying true to himself. As he grows, his ability to evolve his style while maintaining a sense of authenticity will likely inspire others, both in his generation and beyond. And here's a thought to leave you with. Barron's quiet but steady evolution mirrors a broader trend in youth culture today. It's no longer about following strict rules or chasing fleeting trends. It's about carving your own path, blending what works for you, and finding confidence in self-expression. If there's one lesson to take from Barron's journey, it's this: fashion isn't just about what you wear, it's about what it says about you. It's about growth, identity, and the power of subtle transformation. Here's where you come in. I think about your own style. What story are you telling? If you've been inspired by Barron's evolution, take a moment to consider how you can make your wardrobe a reflection of who you are and who you want to be. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What does your personal style say about you? Thank you for watching. Remember, the best style is always the one that feels like you.